Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So a couple days ago, my mom told me that I was one of those accident childs, you know? they just told me to start off with something relatable to, I guess great advice. Anyways, luckily a few minutes ago, I was doing a quick Google search on tips for stand-up. It's my first time, you know, that's where everybody starts, right? But Google replied to me with, "Did you mean tips for standing up?" It's like, Google, no. Who would search that? I thought Google was supposed to be smart. It's not like a couple days ago I was searching, how do I breathe regularly? Or how do I get food in my mouth more often? Is this a common concern that people have? Are enough people Google searching tips for standing up? But anyways, just for kicks, I checked out the first couple results, and it was stuff like, keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. Straighten your knees. And I was thinking to myself, there has to be someone at home going, holy shit, I've been doing it so wrong the whole time. How did I not notice this? I should not be perpetually about to piss on a fire hydrant. Anyway, so I was looking at tips for stand-up, and one of the first things that I read was, don't tell this story. People don't want to hear you go on and on about your personal life. If you wanted someone to laugh at you for the details of your love life, you know, just stick to your therapist. If I wanted to bore you, I'd probably go on and on about like the road trip I took after high school when I went. It was actually my friend Dallas and I. I promise you, it won't be that bad. This is for me. So we were going, and we were super excited. Summer after we graduated high school 2 years ago, we were stoked. We were going to go to California, got everything figured out. We were going in his car, and you know nothing could go wrong. He asked his parents; it was all good. The night before we were going to leave, I asked my mom, "Hey mom, can I go to California on this road trip?" No. I was like, please? She's like, "No, you're definitely going to get in a car accident. Definitely going to die. Wouldn't make any sense. It's not something that Indians do. Why would you do it?" That makes sense, I guess. And I call up Dallas, and I'm like, "Yeah, I can't come tomorrow." And he's like, "What? Like, you can't come?" And he's like, "No, man, you got to ask again. Hey, mom, can I go?" And she's like, "No. Why would I change my mind?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess that makes sense." And I called Dallas. I'm like, "Hey, Dallas, yeah, sorry, I really can't go." He's like, "What do you mean? Like, aren't you 18? And I was like, "Yeah, like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, 18, like, legal age, you're an adult, right? Don't you, like, they can't do that." And I was like, what kind of white people, man? That's just not how things work. My parents don't give a shit about the legal age. My parents don't give a shit about the law at all. Why would they care about when I'm an adult? They care about one number, which is income, and since I'm a zero, I pretty much had no rights. But I was like, you know, this white friend's really pumping me up. So I'm like, "Yeah, all right, Dallas." I'm like, "All right, Dallas, I'll meet you there tomorrow." And I get this brilliant idea the next morning. I wake up and I say, "Hey, mom." And my parents are pretty smart people. My mom came here and she knew like this much English, and by the time she knew this much, a year later, she was teaching 3rd grade English, so she's got me some sort of smarts. So my friends, Jose, Paulos, if you're out there somewhere, I'm sorry if you still don't understand the plural form. You never really got that figured out. But my parents are pretty smart, but when I went down, I'll never forget going down the stairs with 3 huge suitcases, a bag full of food, and saying, "All right, bye, mom, going camping for 2 days." She was like, "Okay, that seems reasonable. That's how you rough it, right?" So we get in the car and we just book it. 2 days later, obviously my mom finds out, but by then we're in like Montana or something. So and so we're out there, we're driving along, and if there's one thing that, you know, I'm at least gonna make my mom proud, and I'm gonna like find good ass deals when I'm on this trip. So if I can do that, then I think I'll come home and she'll be happy. And so we're driving along, and I see a sign on the side of the road. It says 6 avocados, $1. And I turn to Dallas and I'm like, "Dallas, 6 avocados for $1. We have got to go." And he says, "Avocados, what are we going to even eat avocados with? We have Ritz crackers and beefaroni. How are we going to?" And I said, "It does not matter. 6 avocados for $1. That's like 16 cents and 2/3. How can we pass it up?" Damn, okay, we're gonna go. So we go, I give him $2, get 12 avocados, throw them in the back of the car, and we get going again. And I'm just looking back, I'm so proud of all my avocados. I'm like, "Oh yeah, Mama's gonna be proud. We can't wait to tell her this one." And then be grounded for 4 years. But so we're going along, then we see another sign. 7 avocados for $1, I shit you not. True story, and I could not believe it. I said, "Dallas, we have got to go. 7 avocados for $1. He says, "Honey, we just want 12 avocados. How many more do you need?" I said, "It does not matter. There are 7 avocados for $1 and we are going." So he says, "Okay, we Like, we're going along, and we're driving. Holy shit. 8 avocados, 1. Last chance, as analysis is our last chance for a deal. Let's go. We have got to go. And he says, Sonny, I am sick of your damn avocados. You don't get any more. And I said, Dallas, do this for me. 8 avocados, 1. This is the things I've dreamed of. And he says, okay, fine. We're going. I'm buying 8 more avocados, throwing them in the back seat, and we're going. And this is like the high of my life right now. Looking at an open road, and I'm just thinking, I can't wait to tell the whole family. And we're going, and shit you not, true story. I see a sign, 9 avocados. Last chance. Do not listen to those guys before you. This is the real thing. $1, 9 avocados. And I say Dallas, and he says I know. And we get I go in the back. I now have 45 avocados. 45 avocados. And the bags. I'm sorry, my contacts. Does anyone here wear contacts? Yeah. So I have this thing. I always wear contacts, and I don't take them out. It's been like 3 months I've been running. It sucks sometimes like now, but it's worth it because I have this thing where if I just open my pop, I can start crying on demand, and it is so useful. I went to a date once to the movies, and there was like the sad part going on, and I look all around me, and everyone's crying. And I look to the girl, and she's like crying. I'm like, damn, I look like an insensitive prick. I'm like, pop, little tear, and I'm like, nice. Next day, 3 days later, I was taking a test, and I did not know one thing on this math test. And I'm like, okay, I gotta just pop, just crying all over the paper, ink is smudge. The teacher's like, okay, you poor thing, just go home. Worth it. I'm even at a funeral, and everybody's so sad. Everyone looks like they're so sad, and honestly, the guy was kind of an asshole, so I was just but I was like, all right, I can't make that obvious. So pop, start crying, and I'm just like one of the many. So definitely worthwhile if you wear contacts. It sounds stupid, but try keeping them in. It might be worthwhile. It also gives you a good segue when you forget where you're going. But anyway, so we're in California. and we get to California, and then we know where we're going. We're at Caltech. We're meeting our friends. It's the whole reason that we went there. We're having a good time playing Scrabbler and stuff. And the next morning, Dallas, who's driving, has just weirdly sudden, really terrible hangover and headache, and I don't know why, but and so he asked me, Joe, hey, would one of you mind driving tomorrow? And keep in mind, he drove the whole way here. It's like 16 hours. It was pretty impressive. He was really not trusting me as a friend. But he's like, all right, finally, I need one of you to tap in. He asked me, I'm like, yeah, I've been offering the whole time. I'll drive if you want. And Joe goes, well, I'm not really a good driver, but I guess I could. And I'm thinking, no, like, do not let him. So the next morning we're driving. Dallas is like, all right, I gotta stop. He pulls over at a rest stop. I go to use the bathroom, come back, and Joe is nowhere to be seen. The car's gone, and then I see it circling around a pole. I open the door. I'm like, what's going on? And Joe's driving. He says, oh, I'm practicing. Okay, this is not gonna go well. We get on the highway. We're going. I'm like, all right, it's just going straight. And I'm like, so Joe, you're all right with this, right? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. I told you I'd take a crack at it. I was like, okay, that's reassuring if I've ever heard anything. And we're going. And he says, you know, guys, funny story. The last time I drove, I rear-ended a guy. Yeah, funny. That sounds pretty good. 10 minutes later, we're going, and the truck pulls up on our right, and he pulls up right next to us. And Joe's kind of freaking out. He's like, oh man, truck, way bigger than me. I couldn't take him out. So he goes up a little bit, and there's one of those guard strips, you know? So we're riding over, and goes, it's like, oh shit, better move a little bit back right. We're right next to the truck, and he's freaking out. Oh, we got a truck, go a little right. And I don't know why, but he decides to just swerve left, and we go straight into the guardrail. Completely total, and he goes, I'm sorry, guys. And I go, I'm sorry for letting you drive. You got an accident, I don't know what I was thinking. A little while later, the cops come, and they're like, okay, so what happened? And this is honestly the worst part, because now the cop is asking us all questions, and it's like, so what happened? I'm like, he went straight into the guardrail. And pretty much what you can see is that what happened. There's not much more to it. He goes, so was the truck coming into your lane or something? Like, no, it was in its lane. And he was like, was one of you intoxicated? And I said, no, perfectly sober. He says, was something wrong with the car? Now there is, but believe it or not. I turn around real quick. Pop, pop, pop. I'm sorry, officer. I have avocados if you want them.